they have been known to have very interesting gimmicks in their sleeves, right? And we also have seen before in many other, at least in the community events they have casted before, Johnson plus shotgun Beatrix combo. You wouldn't want FMM to hit that. In fact, I don't think anyone wants to be hit by that because ultimately it could pretty much be a simple pick-off in favor of Evil. But right now, because, well, Johnson is out of the list, we do not have to talk about that anymore. We have the Karina that's picked up. That pretty much means that the Baxia is playing into the roam position and the Karina is playing into the jungle position. AMOUX, what says you?
Interesting coming up from Evil though. They are forcing the Baxia to play into the EXP because the heroes that's
EXP.
open.
Okay.
The heroes that's open pretty much being countered by Baxia heroes like Esmeralda, Uranus. But yeah, I was about to say Dirov is still wide open, and there goes Dirov. Yif. Yeah, I mean,
And Benedetta being the last one. So, Evil, they do have a composition that can make full use of either one of the ultimates, right? Fatal Links as well as the Heavy Spin. And even if they do want to get themselves the RWM, is not bad of an idea too. The main reason that they would want to use the RWM really is to ensure that Coconut stays onto the back lines while JS, Powerful, and Carrot, they jump themselves right into the enemy's lines depending on how they want to play it, front to back or back to front. If they want to play back to front, then Melon can no longer pick up the RWM. They can go for a Fatal Links, which will really just make things even stronger. It becomes a death ball.
so Evil is playing those heavy dive compositions with Benedetta into their mix, while Slate having a balance, I would say, balanced draft, balanced team fight coordination, and for me, I would still lean into Slate's draft, and to me, yeah, I'll go for Slate for this game.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us just jump right in and take a look into Sanctum Island between Evil versus Slate. Who's going to be the one to come up on top of this game? Will Evil get themselves a 1:1 scoreline? Stay tuned and take a look at the starting laning phase.
Yep, now ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2, potentially match point here for Slate if they take another game off of Evil's hands. So once again, Evil's game to prove off the bat, already seeing some pressure here actually from Evil, getting the lethal in this mid-river, but they want payback. Slate endures Melon a little bit, chasing him down, putting the damage, will be able to secure him as first blood.
A very early aggression from Slate. Evil's Melon does not have his dashes to get himself out of the way. Very unfortunate. In the meantime, down to the bottom lane, Powerful as well as JS, they have eventually put themselves down to the bottom lane. They themselves have gotten themselves a kill onto Adammir. 1-for-1. In fact, that is... well, let's see. Melon was dead, Adammir was dead. Adammir is more of a position 3. In the meantime, Melon is more of a position 3. Okay, same. It's same, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think that's a good pickup, right? Not only did they take down Adammir, they also forced his flicker in that fight. So it's not going to be up for this turtle fight if he wanted to put pressure, but mid lane, JPL forced back a little bit. Powerful tries to get him, but Gear comes in with the heavy spin already, pins Powerful to the wall here. Doesn't look okay. Yes, they still got it. Gear gets the last hit.
Right by the skin of the teeth, Gear has been spinning all around like a Beyblade for the longest time ever, pushing Powerful into the wall, but no one could get close because most of the members from Slate in the middle lane, they were all dropped to a pretty darn low of health and they can't exactly touch Powerful as well. But regardless of all the fact, they still managed to bring Powerful down. That is a 2:1 scoreline, allowing Slate to gain control over the entirety of Turtle, pushing Carrot as well as JS and even Melon to prepare themselves down to the bottom lane. The fortunate thing is, Melon has got Fatal Links.
Yeah, will they choose to use it here? Slate taking advantage of this positioning on the turtle. JPL zoning them out, going the way of Slate once again, and it looks like Evil's gonna just retreat from the turtle.
Nothing much that Evil could have done because of the fact that, well, JS was really trying to go for a little bit of bait and hold tactics, but the entirety of Slate have decided to rotate themselves around in a anti-clockwise manner and just chase down JS instead of pulling up and just retreating over to the northern side. If they were to do that, then they will be in the lethal range of melon, ready to go for the fatal links.
Ooh, down bottom, Adammir gets taken out by Powerful once again. So it looks like Evil's putting some focus on this bottom side to help JS scale and possibly be able to join team fights earlier. But Carrot on the top side being punished as well for that. It's 4-man rotation up top for Slate.
Well, unfortunately for Slate, they did not get the control that they really wanted. In the meantime, bottom lane, once again, Adammir fighting against JS. We are not looking at Adammir having a good time at all. But Slate, they have focused most, if not all, of their resources, other than Adammir himself, up to the northern side, bringing down the first tier defense turret. Again, a very early objective.
I think it's okay though for Slate, for Adammir to be targeted, because Adammir this ninth season, he has been playing as a distraction in any case. And for Evil, like we talked about, Coconut is always the one that they are banking on to be able to farm up. So having that gold lane taken down is not going to be good for them in the longer term for this game. And right now it looks like Slate is just setting themselves up for some pressure bottom, given that the turtle is also spawning top side in about 15 seconds.
Well, one turret each. One's for Slate in the top lane and one for Evil at the bottom lane. Especially since Powerful and JS has been working hand in hand, really just putting down a lot of pressure on the bottom lane. Both of these teams have decided to go for a lane swap, putting their marksmen into the bottom lane and their EXP laners up the northern side in order to, or rather, to really respond to the turtle spawning up in the northern part of the map. Evil have got control of the turtle, JPL, Gear, Adammir. In fact, the whole team from Slate, they are waiting for something to proc her up.
I think what's interesting is that this time Evil kind of can mirror what Slate's doing, especially with the Valentina. So he has the Atlas ulti, but he won't choose to use it. Still, Turtle going the way of Gear, and now Slate potentially looking for something. But it looks like JPL is just going to zone the members out for Gear to steal away more jungle farm.
Well, it is more jungle farm for Slate. Once again, they're constantly just trying to choke out onto Evil, starve them out, suffocate them from being able to do anything. The next thing that is in the mind of Slate is to bring down the first tier defense turret in the middle lane as soon as possible in order to widen up the income gap.
At this point, I think at least the gold lead isn't too dire yet. It's about
Not
1k
yet.
gold across, but like we talked about yesterday, right? Slate just slowly chips away at them, and right now Carrot is the one. His HP bar being chipped away. JPL flickers in with the Fatal Links to secure and put him down. It's gonna be JS now coming in with the final blow and trying to secure one for himself too. JPL and FMM go down. They're still trying to press on. Powerful and JS onto Gear though. Heavy spin still has it in the bag. Will be able to pop it to get away.
A defensive heavy spin from Slate, but all in all, that entire team fight looked pretty darn good for Evil. They have managed to get a kill down on the FMM as well as JPL. Well, for Team Slate, they have focused onto Carrot and really put down a lot of ultimate just to bring him down, right? They locked him down, they even used the Fatal Links as well as Seilah's RWM in order to stop anyone from entering or retreating. But Evil's lineup, they are relatively mobile. And let's not forget about the fact that we do have a Benedetta in the ranks of Evil. If he chooses to just rush right in, he will. And that is exactly how they managed to catch up to Seilah and just get the kill into the bag. Get the kill onto FMM.
Coconut now just getting the BOD up, so he's probably going to start dishing out some damage, especially on this Renner, but Slate wanting to take advantage here of this mid-tier 1 turret. JPL finding Melon, stunned him out in the brush, but it's not going to be a kill just yet. They are objective focused, so they will rotate to this turtle here.
Whenever the turtle is available, they will go where it is. The members from Evil, 2 of them, or rather, okay, Melon just showed himself, and the entirety of Slate, they know what's coming.
Yep, they're going straight for Melon. JPL tries to get them, but he's going to be taken down. And now Evil, they want to press this on as an opportunity. JS dives straight for the backline into Seilah. Will be able to cut his head off. And JS retreating. Powerful, being pinned down though by Gear here. They're just brawling it out at this point. Adammir once again escapes with just a little bit of health.
Evil putting up an amazing fight against Slate. Slate did manage to pick off the turtle once again. So a total of 3 turtles with them as well as 3 turrets. But the fight itself, it definitely went ahead to the side of Evil. Most of the power players are all the way at the right side, which did manage to suffocate out onto JPL. JPL was trying to go for a play. He's trying to target the people at the back, but unfortunately he got sniped out instead. And even for Melon, he was ready to use his own Fatal Links, or rather JPL's Fatal Links against him. But unfortunately, JPL went down before the Fatal Links even popped. As such, Melon, because of Trigger Finger, he actually used it as well, so he wasn't able to fully capitalize that Fatal Links in the next part of the fight, which is unfortunate because they could have extended the lead even further.
Yeah, but I think, you know, the fact that they managed to take advantage of JPL being in the brushes, trying to zone them out was great. Looking at the items here, Carrot with the Vengeance actually.
Yup, Carrot does have the Vengeance. We've seen him pop previously. The items that he's going to pick up would definitely want to put him as a very tanky role. He wants to jump in and be the initiator and force people to attack him. Being the porcupine that he is, everyone will be focusing down on him as much as possible. He's not going to be the only tanky one though. Powerful is intending to gear himself as the tanky one too. Not exactly the mage Karina that we've seen before as we might have expected, because Powerful as well as JS, both of these heroes can play in a very hybrid role. Who wants to go for attack, who wants to go for defense is always the question.
Nice Fatal Links onto Coconut there and just bursted down by the members of Slate. Evil, they are 1 damage short. Carrot's gonna be pinned by the heavy spin. All the damage pouring out onto him is going to be enough to take him down. Slate, they go straight for the objective here. Evil's outnumbered because JS is down bottom trying to push, and Slate recognizes this, has to send Adammir down to respond.
Crucial pushes, crucial timing, crucial kills. Evil has lost 2 members, Coconut as well as Carrot, but that, boy, oh boy, that's not over!
3-man Fatal Links pop there by Melon. Seilah pops the grid to respawn and try to break up the fight here. Gil goes 1 for 1 onto Melon, so he clocks up a kill for himself. 4-0 and 2 right now. Shut down by Carrot though. And Slate, they want to chase this. Adammir decides to flicker out.
Big Fatal Links coming from the side of Evil, but now Adammir finds himself right in the face of JS. Still gonna be taken out, unfortunately, by the hands of JS. Evil, they are just 1,000 gold ahead of Slate. They even managed to pick off the Lord against Slate, getting themselves immense dominance all across the map.
This seems to be giving them confidence, right? Evil is finally looking up for them a little bit, and they're taking out some of the farm from Slate.
This is unprecedented. I gotta have to say, this is really quite a bit of a surprise. For the side of Slate, the main thing that they want to go for is really just wombo combo unga bonga, right? They want to play into the Fatal Links. They want to find use gear to pick off the opponents. But so far, we have seen a couple of times gear pulling off with the heavy spin. They did manage to find a couple of chokes here and there, making sure that Carrot dies or Melon dies. But so far, JPL is not really looking into flashy plays.
1 more Fatal Links onto Carrot once again, trying to go front to back, and it will be enough to decapitate him. And now JS once again goes in with the blows, trying to target right onto him. Blows him up completely, and now they trade out MM for Roamer. It is an Evil's hands together with this Lord charging down the bottom lane. JS tries to cut in front of Slate now just to buy space for Evil to take down this base turret. And they do!
And now the bottom lane is dead. The Lord is just going to be marching himself onto the core with a single swing before it went down. Middle lane inhibitor turret is taken down, and meantime Seilah,
he pops the real world manipulation to try to zone them out. Evil, they're in trouble. They will trade out Coconut for Seilah here. So 1-1 across both teams. Evil, they do manage to break open the base of Slate though.
The entirety of Evil have managed to fall back. Without Coconut and JS, they have lost one of the few damage dealers of the team. So far, Slate has been playing in not exactly death ball, weirdly, they have mostly been using their very big, crucial ultimates to single out one person. And the person so far have been carried. They're always looking out for him, and they will use the heavy spin to pick him off. They would use a fatal links just to catch one person off. That is the difference of what Evil does. Evil's melon, he uses his fatal links in order to catch a big amount of enemies at one fell swoop. As such, Slate has been constantly losing in teamfights because they just don't have those impactful ultimates to play for themselves. And if Slate have understood that and have adapted, they will no longer play in that kind of aggressive manner. They will reserve these ultimate for when it really is important, such as this Lord.
They are already camping here at the top side, wanting to both take these objectives. Now this is important for Slate to take as well, because right now they're only left on the last legs of their top base turret. Now so far Evil has been doing such a great job with especially JS, splitting up the team of Slate, but Slate, they recognize they're one man short. They go for powerful instead. Fatal Links connects, and it's going to be the damage poured out. But look at the backline. Carrot going for Seilah as well. FMM gets taken out by Coconut. So now Slate running away from this fight. It's gonna be powerful, chasing down
the core.
JPL. The core though, JS is trying to split push. JPL
I
is
don't
the
think JPL
only
is
one
time.
trying to save it.
I don't think so.
Will he manage to
don't
make
think
it?
so.
One more hit by Evo secures that.